Hello, Fabulous Superstar Gemini. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of December 2018. Looking at life and love, I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. What an amazing month it is. In many ways, I think of this month as a divine wrapping things up because we are going to have, by the time we get to the end of the month, the close of major retrograde seasons. And also, as we get to the very end of the month to welcome in a new year, Uranus will be standing still in the sky, and at the beginning of January will go direct. And that will mean that all major planets will be direct for the first 2 months of a new year. This is very special, and this does represent a time when a lot of us are going to be feeling like we have a new lease on life and a brand new start. And so appreciate this month for what it is. In some ways, it has to do with tying up loose ends, going over old ground. It has to do with putting the past in the past, but also looking forward with great happiness and great anticipation. So the major retrograde moments that we have to watch for are right around the 6th of the month. Under the light of a new moon, Mercury will go direct and will leave shadow Christmas Day. And Venus, now direct as we enter this month, will leave shadow right around the 18th of the month. And so these are going to mark the end of the most acute retrogrades that are most on the surface. And of course, the last planet to be going retro will start to move forward as we get to New Year's Eve. Where it comes to this month, we do have important lunar activity playing out as well. Right around the 7th of the month, we are going to have a new moon. Now, this new moon is happening in your opposite sign, making this a powerful time for love. Now, keep in mind, as I said, it is under the light of this new moon that Mercury will be moving forward. And for the first few days, Mercury moving forward will not yet be in your opposite sign, but soon, days after we have this new moon, will enter your opposite sign. And it is going to be that Mercury that meets Jupiter for the third and final time as we approach Christmas as well. And so what this tells me is there's a lot happening for you where it comes to matters of partnership, where it comes to other people. And what might look a little bit confusing or uncertain or not really sure how to make sense of it right at the new moon will find a way to gain not only clarity, but an inspired step forward once we get a little later into the month. So what is happening at this new moon? Well, this new moon is happening close in the sky with Jupiter. So that is all that hopeful energy, this sense of possibility and this sense of just excitement and enthusiasm where it comes to connecting with other people. But this new moon will also be speaking with Mars and Neptune in conversations of tension. And Mars and Neptune are at the very top of your sky throughout this month. Now, this tells me a few different things. One is that maybe your goals or the things that you're planning to do or are doing right now, the energy you're pouring in the direction of your career isn't necessarily aligning with the people that you have aligned with. There might be a motivation now to achieve something that matters to you and wondering if you have that support to see it through. At the same time, it could be a sense that there's someone else who's not understanding what it is that you are truly wanting to do and how divided you may feel. At the same time, though, where it comes to other people, there is going to be a need to check your own expectations as well and to understand their role and how it is that the blessings can be there without necessarily them being somebody who's going to align with what it is that you're doing. But on the other hand, this could be another person. Like I said, it could be a business partner, a one-on-one alliance, or it could be a romantic partner who in some way feels that they are encouraging you to go a particular way where it comes to your career or where it comes to your goals, but it isn't necessarily resonating as the path that you want to go. So all of these are areas that you can work through with another person. But of course, a lot of people out there are going to experience this energy where it comes to matters of love. And where it comes to matters of love, for those of you who are open to meeting someone new, a new moon in your opposite sign is one of the strong indications that there is going to be someone for you to understand some of these lessons through. And some of those lessons may very well be around any belief that you may have that someone else could distract you from the goals that you have at this time, or in some way the path that you are headed in doesn't align with the love that may be presenting itself to you. And yet at the same time, there's a lot of hope and there's a lot of potential here for having a lot of fun. And so it is up to you to decide which pathway feels like the right one for you to take, but also to know that it isn't all one thing or the other, that you can find a way to find that balance between moving towards the things that matter to you and also taking a moment, whether it's a moment of flirtation or a moment of interaction, for what it is and to enjoy it. For those of you who are getting to know someone, we are having important final moments where it comes to matters of love, thanks to the wrapping up of the Venus retrograde season. And if you have felt that you have been in some major learning with someone through these last few months, especially from the beginning of September, well, this is going to represent an important moment of honesty and truth for you as to whether or not this is the person that you want to move into a new year with or not. The great thing is that by the time we get a little bit further into the month, about 3 weeks into the month, and we have that Mercury meeting Jupiter in your opposite sign, whether it is this person that you are deciding to move forward with or not move forward with, or whether it is a sense of hope and possibility of what could be next with this person or with someone new, it does look like there are a lot of opportunities there and a real belief there that there is love in the world for you, and there certainly is. Now, for those of you who are in an established bond, this is going to represent an important time, especially with this new moon, where it may feel like there are divided attentions, whether it is on behalf of your partner or on behalf of you, whether it is that your partner has a lot going on for them or you do. In some way, the two of you are going to have to find that right balance so that you are staying connected and staying each other's priority. Regardless of what happens around the new moon, it is as we move further into the month with the meeting of Mercury and Jupiter that a real understanding is affirmed. And there's a sense of a conversation that shows up that helps the two of you feel bonded and helps the two of you feel like you're moving towards a deeper commitment. Now, as we move further into the month, we are going to have a full moon. Now, this full moon is happening just a couple of days before Christmas. And this full moon is happening in a part of the sky for you that has to do with money that you spend and money that you earn. It's a strong financial energy here at this time. The thing is, though, that this full moon is essentially what astrologers call unaspected, meaning that it is not making any precise and significant connections with other planets in the sky. The other thing is this full moon is happening at what astrologers call 0 degrees, which means it is at the very beginning of its sign. And so full moons bring things to a closure and a culmination. But considering that this is happening at the very beginning of its sign, it represents a beginning as well for you. And this has to do with matters of finances. Do you feel satisfied with what you're doing? Do you want to keep doing what you're doing to earn money? What's worth doing for money and what isn't worth it? Remember, the key here is, as much as there may be a closure at this time, there's also a sense of beginning and possibility. Even if you don't know what to do with it or how to carry it forward or how to make it connect to any other areas of life, even if it's just a really great idea guided by heart, it holds real potential for greater prosperity. What I love about this month for you, well, look, there's so much happening this month, but I do love that Mercury is going to go forward this month. I think that for you, Mercury retrograde tends to be that much more an important time because Mercury is your ruling planet. Having Mercury not only move forward, but also meet Jupiter in the sky this month is going to be a powerful time of realization. And it isn't just about another person, but it's a realization about yourself, about your own potential, about your own possibilities. And as you take that energy of possibility and excitement and enthusiasm for all it is that you could be and all that it is that you could do and all the people who could be with you along the way, you are moving towards the end of the year with great hope. And it is hope that is going to pay off. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this every week by logging on to nadiyashah.com. Sign up to be one of my superstars. Superstars get expanded exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, and so much more. All of this in the superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.